Thank you so much for watching this video. So this video we're gonna see how to recover your password in your Ubuntu machine. For example, I logged in this Ubuntu machine and I'm using my old password here, and as you can see I can able to log in my Ubuntu machine. But suppose you think like I actually forgot my password now and I'm unable to log in. Okay. So for example, I'm opening my terminal. If you just type who am I and showing the user as Vbox user, we'll try to reset this particular user's password here. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm currently on a virtual machine, okay, which is running here. So you think like when you have an HP server where you have ILO access, or you have some kind of a physical machine and you have physical machine access, at that time you can only perform this action. And suppose you're on a remote machine and you forgot a password, and that time you might need to see what are the things that you can able to access. I mean, if your login, if your sudo file got corrupted as well also, you cannot log in as a root, right? So that might be something different protocol that you use. But let's talk about currently in this situation. Example, I have my ILO access. I'm running in a virtual machine, but you think like this is my yellow console, and I lost my HP server's password here, which is running in Ubuntu Linux. And now I have what I need to do is in my ILO, in your ILO, you just need to log into the ILO web page. There, just do a reboot command. So I am actually already logged in here with the server. So I'm just stimulating that particular environment here. So I'm just setting a reboot command. Now, once it got rebooted, in the process of reboot, you just need to type. Need to press Enter, Escape button, or F10 button. So it suits to the GRUB, GRUB Bootloader page. So I'm setting a reboot command. So it's now rebooting it, and when I see that I was pressing escape button here. So it's starting now. Sorry, I actually forgot. I think it didn't work. Let me try again. Perfect. So I'm on my GRUB Bootloader screen right now. Here you can see some lot of options you get: Ubuntu, advanced options, Ubuntu like that, memory test like that. Okay, but we need to find out. We need to log in. We need to use here. You need to log in that Ubuntu option here. Our first option. But this time, do not press Enter key here. And I'm gonna type here only button E. So I'm in edit parameter here. Now here we need to find out one line which is called linux/boot/vm linux, something like that. Okay, so it usually at the end of the line, end of the file. So now and this time you cannot use your mouse here, so you need to use your keyboard. So I'm just going to search for that file, and as you can see here, I got that line started from Linux and /boot/vm utilize linux.5.1. So what I need to do is we need to go at the end of the line, like here it's in arrow quite fast. So what I need to do is we need to add here one more option, which is called when we send a reboot command, this time it should show us a terminal instead of the login screen of that Windows or our operating system. Okay, so I'm in now on that no arrow quite fast at that line. I'm gonna type here INIT equal to /bin/bash, because we need a bash screen here, terminal screen of that. And make sure you should give the space between them. It should be like this. or you can also delete this row quiet space, but I'm not going to delete now. And just you need to add this line. Now do not press escape or enter key right now, just press Ctrl plus X or F10 to boot, because we want to boot into a recovery mode kind of things. Okay, now I'm pressing Ctrl X. This time we should see a terminal screen instead of our login screen, and as you can see we are now in our root login in our terminal. Okay, so what you need to do is, currently our root file system is read only. Okay, if I use here hyphen h and press enter, you can see I have only 24 GB of hard disk. Let's try to put some password here, or remount our root file system as read and write mode. So what I do is, now type command mount hyphen o remount comma rw space root. Now it is on read write mode. Now we can change our password. Now I'm gonna use ID. I want to find out that user is available or not. Now as this VBox user. So VBox user is available. We'll use here a new password. We'll set a new password here. So I'm gonna use passwd space the username, which is VBox user. I'm gonna type enter, and I'm now adding a new password here. I'm adding again the same password and pressing enter. So as you can see, I'm actually reset my password. Now let's do a sync command. Why? To ensure the changes are written correctly. So I'll type a command sync. So sync is successful. Now we need to do a reboot command, or you can use actually like this command actually if you want to type it more. So exec execute /sp init, because we want to execute one kind of a file here, okay, a program init. So now I can type it, or you can just type reboot -f as well, your wish. So I'm gonna press enter. Now our system will reboot, and this time it will gonna show us our login screen. Okay, like this. It is VBox user. Let's try with my old password. No, it didn't work. Let's try with my new password. Perfect. It's now loaded, and I'm again able to log in that user right now. So this is how you can reset your password in a Linux machine. But remember, if you are trying to access a remote system, you must need to find out a way to log in that page, or to do a recovery mode. Okay, instead of that one, I don't think so it's possible to do a remote connection when you lost a password, because you cannot log in. But there's some another way to do it that we'll discuss in a later. So I hope you like this video. Thank you.